not sure if you guys know this, but recently I've been doing a lot of live streams on TikTok. This is my account right here. You can see that I have grown 12.7k followers, which is extremely lucky and extremely fantastic for me. I've been using TikTok live streaming a lot to showcase cardistry to the rest of the world, the non-cardists in the world. As you guys probably know, cardistry is like my number one love, my number one passion in life. And in the interest of keeping cardistry alive, it's very important for new people to come into contact with cardistry and learn about it. In fact, you guys actually have seen some of the people that got to know about cardistry through my TikTok journey, as they were featured in our previous vlog video. Now, why do these TikTok streams? Two of the most common questions that I keep getting over and over are, "Hey Jaspas, can I see your card collection?" And also, "Jaspas, what's your most expensive deck of playing cards that you have?" Now, for long-time viewers on this channel, you guys have already seen me show my playing card collection many times. So I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, I'm not gonna show you guys my playing card collection again. However, I did put some thought into that second question. What's my most expensive deck of playing cards? So when I considered the question of what's my most expensive deck of playing cards, the first answer that actually came to my mind was these authentic 1970s Jerry Nugget playing cards. Roughly 5-10 years ago, these decks used to go for about $300-400 when they were sealed. But today, if you want to get one of these decks sealed, you can get it for the much cheaper price of $250. These decks were used by many famous magicians and cardists alike, and it features a very different stock and feel to the cards. In a way, it's like much stiffer than more modern playing cards. Modern playing cards of today tend to try to feel as soft and as snappy as possible, but these cards are rugged. They can take a beating, you can use them to do lots and lots of cool cardistry moves, and the colors that appear on these cards are just simply fantastic. Absolutely beautiful deck of playing cards. If you find yourself looking to buy one of these decks of playing cards though, you're gonna find a lot of different versions of this deck of playing cards. And that's because recently in 2019, a company decided to reprint this deck of playing cards, and there's like a whole bunch of modern versions of these Jerry Nugget playing cards floating around on the internet. So make sure not to get those two confused, because the original 1970s version of these cards are very valuable and and there's a very small amount of stock available for it. The new modern ones, the reprinted ones, they have been printed into the ground, because tens of thousands of this modern new version of the deck has been reprinted. And honestly, the stock and finish is quite normal and quite par for the cost in terms of compared to all the other cards on the market right now. But yeah, that's the first answer that comes to mind when I was thinking what my most expensive deck of playing cards is. However, after thinking about it a little bit more, technically that's not true. I actually bought another deck of playing cards that is far more expensive than this deck of playing cards, and that is this one right here. No, it's not the School of Cardistry V2s. It's the cards that are inside the Louis Vuitton playing cards. The main reason why I keep the Louis Vuitton playing cards inside the School of Cardistry V2 playing cards is that these cards actually don't come with a box, or at least not one of those conventional boxes for playing cards. The edges on these cards are gilded silver, and that makes them very shiny and very eye-catching when you're using them in your hands. However, this type of playing cards actually kind of sucks. It is kind of funny because this deck feels horrible in the hands. The surface of the cards feel like they are plastic cards. It feels like you could use it to scoop soup from a bowl into your mouth, but at the same time, the cards aren't plastic, they're actually made of paper, and when you hold them in your hands, it's just really heavy, really thick, and really uncomfortable. You can see that I can do cardistry with it, but this type of playing card kinda is doo-doo, is the ass. The main reason why I bought this type of playing cards is because at one point of time I got sort of obsessed with monograms, And this deck of playing cards actually comes in a Louis Vuitton branded card holding case. And while I will not be caught dead using this deck of playing cards in public, I actually kinda like how the tuck case looks. This deck of playing cards came for, I believe, a 550 Sing dollars. The scary thing about it is that while I was trying to Google the prices of these cards, right, I actually saw an eBay listing trying to sell this deck of playing cards for $1,857, which is absolutely bonkers. Don't do it. Nobody out there do it. Alright, that's absolutely insane. However, thinking about this deck of playing cards and whether or not it's the most expensive deck of playing cards I own, I don't know, man. The cards are the free thing that come in the card holding case, right? Like, nobody's gonna use the cards inside. The card holding case is the main thing you're actually buying this product for. So with these two unsatisfactory answers under my belt, whether it's the Jerry Nugget playing cards or this Louis Vuitton deck of playing cards, I actually came to a different answer. Perhaps I shouldn't be looking at the value of a deck of playing cards as what I spent to get that deck of playing cards, but rather what that deck of playing cards has done for me. So let me introduce you to this deck of playing cards here. This is the Jaspas deck Neon Knights Edition playing cards, and this is a deck that I've been using since late 2022. Now, what's special about this deck of playing cards is that if I open it up and take a look in here, you can see that there's all these different names written on this deck of playing cards. So one of the interesting things about TikTok is that on a live stream, people have the ability to send you gifts. I know that's also the case for Instagram in certain countries, but in Singapore that's very much not a thing. So as part of a running like mini event thing that I do with my viewers on TikTok, every time a viewer sends me a gift, whether it's 1 cent or $1 or $10 or whatever amount that they do gift me, regardless the amount, once per day I would write the viewer's name down on my deck of playing cards. So each of these names that you see on these cards represents a single person who gifted me something in the year of 2022. There are so many names here, and while some of you guys may know I am horrible at remembering names IRL, especially when I meet someone in a situation of like a convention where it's like meeting 50 people non-stop one after another and trying to keep up with a conversation while also trying to mind my manners and make sure I am on the uppity up. It's 50 different names in a row. It's just so difficult. In the case of gifts on TikTok, it's slightly different. I think there's something about writing someone's name down, manually writing their name down and talking to them without the pressure of like being surrounded by other people, makes it a little bit easier to remember their name. Whether it is people like Faith or Crystal or Jacob Hills, the fact that people keep coming back and returning and checking in to make sure that I write their names down helps me remember their names very well. Not only that, because of the repeated appearances, there's a lot of like inside jokes that gets formed on the live streams. And while this deck of playing cards isn't monetarily the most expensive deck of playing cards I own, it definitely is the most valuable. Through this deck of playing cards, I have made friends that I've eaten hot pot with, played Dungeons and Dragons with, sang karaoke with, and even ultimately became close friends with. So for what it's worth, I think that's the most satisfying answer. The Jaspas deck Neon Knight Edition playing cards, this specific deck of playing cards, is the most valuable deck of playing cards I have. I think it's the people, friends and connections that we made along the way that is the most valuable and most important. So yeah, I think that's my answer to the question, what's my most valuable deck of playing cards. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Oh yes, I almost forgot to say, this video is sponsored by the New Deck Order. If you want to get some cards from the newdeckorder.com, please use coupon code JaspasYouTube for 10% off. Alright, that's it. Take care of yourself guys. Peace out. Mystery Brick Giveaway. 3, 1, 2, 3. 7. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7. Basahila Lasse 232. Basahi Lasse 232. Congratulations, you're the winner. Contact me on Instagram at Jaspas.